We ain't normally this late.
Right. Can't blame it all on me this week.
Ooh, child. Hey everybody, welcome to the Hood Table.
Hey.
It's Karma Diva and I, your co-host for the evening. And we are anxious to discuss some important topics. Well, some topics that we think are important for our community and the Black community involving our Black men. So please come on in. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share the live out. And if you are not already subscribed to our channel, please subscribe to our channel.
Ring that bell, baby. Ring my bell.
Exactly. Ring that bell so that you can get the notifications every time we go live. So come on in, everybody. We're about to get started in a minute.
You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Hop on YouTube, welcome to the Hood Table, where we chop up local and global events vocally. You don't really wanna miss out on these conversations. Just joke a little, laugh a little, get that wine in your system, fill your glass a little. Expose current events, talk trash a little. You never know, these opinions might clash a little. Get addicted to the content, gotta binge watch it. You don't like it, then you want invited. Bet your friends watching in the house and your job parking lot before you clock it. They don't wanna miss a second. I just HD content. Everybody think they got something to say, so it's an open invitation, bring it to the table. But if you come whack, just know we ain't buying in. We gon' probably turn you back and tell you sorry, try again. Yeah, welcome to the Hood Table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable. Yeah, welcome to the Hood Table. You don't need Netflix, you don't need cable.
Hey, that's my shit right there. Hey. I'm so serious. I love that song.
Right.
And my niece came up with it. So
she did her thing on it. She did her thing.
Yes. That is a 402 Omaha, Nebraska rap artist named Ty Lynn Music. My niece, Ty Lynn. Check her out on YouTube, Facebook, and IG. And of course, her information for contact information will be in the description box. Hey, Shashai. Hi.
Hey there, paintbrush.
We got 402 Revenue in the house. Is that who we think it is?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
that's paintbrush. That's paintbrush.
Oh, no, I mean 402. What's up, Nate?
Like I said, that's paintbrush. That's paintbrush.
But what's up, everybody? How you doing? Good evening. Happy Saturday. I hope everybody is staying warm.
Right, because it's cold than a mug outside.
Than a mother. And I just had to put some salt on the sidewalk so we wouldn't break our necks.
I was trying to get on the ice. Maybe I can slip and fall. And
we broke. We broke over here.
We broke. Homeowners insurance.
We broke. I don't know if I paid that bill last month. You know, it's after Christmas, you know.
Oh, shit, yeah. Let me wait a little while.
Gotta rob Peter to pay Paul after Christmas. Y'all know how I go. Waiting on that income tax money.
Girl, I wish I was still getting that good income tax money. Oh, I miss it, Lord.
I mean, I don't get a whole bunch back because my kids is, you know, grown. But when they in college, we still get something because they in college. So, you know. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Make sure you hit the like button, share the live out, and subscribe to the channel if you are not already subscribed. But if you can see the name of the show, matter of fact, let me go over here real quick because I want to make sure I go to this lady's post. The lady, well, let me see.
Young lady.
I think she's like maybe in her early 30s at the most. So I'm gonna still say young lady. But the title of the live that we're doing tonight, the idea came from something that I had saw on Facebook. And the conversation that I saw that was being had on Facebook, it was going all over the place. And the lady was getting, some flack from, some of her Facebook friends. And I figured it might be a good topic to talk about on, on YouTube, on our The Hood Table channel. So that's where the name of the topic of tonight. Do you believe the black man, as far as leadership, has failed the black race? Open the door, you on your way? Are you for real?
You coming? Come on.
If you for real on your way,
he is not gonna come on.
I don't know.
He ain't coming. Girl, I promise you.
If you for real, you on your way, I will open the door right now. You can just walk right in when you get here and come join us in the kitchen.
Right, I'll scoot all the way over for you.
Yes, we will make room at this table.
At the hood table for you.
At the hood table for you. So don't play with me, and you know where I live.
And
don't play with me.
Him.
You know where I live.
Come on, so I can roast you. Come on.
I don't know who Help Me Meet is. Help Me Meet.
That's my son.
Oh, okay. My bad. I'm like, I don't know. Is that a troll? Is that a real person? I don't know. Some of these YouTube names.
I didn't know Help Me, but then you said Meet, and I'm like, okay. That's his little thing to let me know wherever he, like if I text him, I'm like, you make it there? Me.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Hey, well, hey, son.
Hey, Elijah.
But yeah, so that's where the title came from tonight. And we just wanted to get like a perspective or how people feel about the topic, if they agree with the person who had made the post and why.
So,
or if they don't agree.
What was the name?
Okay, let me read it again.
Post, or, the gist of everything.
Okay, well, matter of fact, they can see the title down there, but on the StreamYard, we can't see the title, but they can see the title. But the title is, do you believe the black man, as far as leadership, has failed the black race? He said, scoot over. Okay, if you really coming, come on. Just text me. If you for real, text me or inbox.
Not on the door.
But so I'm gonna go to her post and see if I can find the exact post, because I know she had wrote one post and then I think she had deleted it. No, that's the
that's yours.
Yeah, that's mine. Okay, here it is. Let me pull the picture up. Matter of fact, I just remembered I sent you the picture. Okay, now the post that the young lady had made on her Facebook, it said exactly word for word, the black race will always be at the bottom of the barrel because the men meant to lead us failed us miserably. Black is not beautiful. Black men need to pass the baton and just let our race go. We will never be anything because of y'all.
In a way, I see what she's saying, but I think she went a little too far left with that one. Because baby, black gonna always be beautiful. Let me put that out there right now. It's gonna always and forever be beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to the part where she's saying,
matter of fact, let me see if I can bring it up here on the screen. I'm gonna.
Talking about they let us down, that's a two-way street. They have not been as supportive as they should and probably could be.
Mm-hmm.
Let me say that. And in return, there are a lot of black women who are not supporting these black men like they are supposed to, or like they should. So it goes both ways. But I will say this, so many times black men, they want the respect. You need to respect me and this and that. Respect is earned, baby. You got to show me what you have done to receive the respect, to receive that gratitude.
Mm-hmm.
You don't just get it because you want it. That ain't how this go. And
let me make it a little smaller so it can fit in the screen.
I do think that, but on the flip side, I do think that our black men, they do need to step up. Because
Mm-hmm.
where are our black leaders? You think about anytime from about 75 on back, we have black leaders everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah, that's true.
Where are they now? Why are they afraid of their destiny? Why are they afraid of greatness?
Mm-hmm.
Why are they afraid to step out on their own instead of being a sheep and following the crowd?
And I think that's mainly probably where she's coming from. I hope y'all can see the post okay, but on the screen it does say how we came up with the topic for tonight was because of a Facebook post that I have seen. And again, the Facebook post says the black race will always be at the bottom of the barrel because the men meant to lead us failed miserably. Black is not beautiful. Black men need to pass the baton and just let our race go. We will never be anything because of y'all. Now, Sunshine said, we are both equally at fault. We just won't get a code for shit. Is that what she said? We just won't get on code for shit. I feel you there, Sunshine. I feel you there. But I just wonder, why is that? Like, is it because people think things today is just so much better than what it was before? Like, compared to how bad the times was back in the day. Is it not bad enough for us to get, like, some people like think what's going on now is just kosher. Like, this is probably as good as it's going to get. And maybe that's why a lot of, like, we don't have a lot more black male leaders like back in the day, because they don't think that there's a need.
They're afraid.
You know? Okay, yeah, let me know what you think.
Afraid. Because there's so much more work that needs to be done. Why are you afraid of your greatness, your destiny? Why are you afraid to do that? You know, and we as a people, for some reason now, we're always waiting for somebody else to start it, to kick it off. And then, okay, well, once they start, I'll join in.
Right.
Once they do, why can't you take your mind, take your vision and start something? And then it also goes back to the family. So many, you know, a lot of people want to go, okay, well, back in the 60s and 70s when they started doing the federal housing programs and they started getting this and that, but the dad couldn't stay in the house. Okay, I understand all of that. But that was the 70s and 80s.
Right.
This is 2020. Why are y'all, and I say this as a collective, not anybody individually, but why are you men laying up getting these women pregnant, no matter what color they are, but specifically in the black community? You get these women pregnant and then you leave her to take care of these children. But then you sit here and you know, you may nag her or that you ain't doing shit with him. And then, where are you?
Mm-hmm.
Where are you? Where are the men? You know, I know I say a woman can't raise a man. Well, where are the men?
Mm-hmm.
Where are they?
I hear you, Sunshine. She said, we need no one to lead us. We should be able to work together. Indigenous culture mostly has a female chief. Put us back where we belong and watch our smoke. Hey, I like that comment. Now, I want to read some of the comments that people made under the lady who brought this topic up on Facebook. One of the people who was commenting said, no, Black people, men and women, have failed each other. You can't sit up and point fingers at men when the women are running around to the system or using their kids as leverage when they don't get things their way.
But that's not every woman.
Yeah, that's not every woman.
And the fact of the matter is, when it comes to stuff like that, most women are doing what they are supposed to. But it's those ratchet ones, the over-the-top ones, who seem to get all the, you know, who they focus on. That's who they, you know, they go to. They don't want to say, okay, well, you know, this woman is using it for what is the system, for what it's for, as a hand up and not a hand out. And, you know, they don't want to show that, but they want to show the ratchet woman who's, you know, using the kids, you know, the ADC to go get her hair and her nails done, or go get her hair and her nails did. And, you know, the kids running around with hair matted and snot running, and you know, so they want to use that as a negative, you know, as a negative statement to keep us down. But if you know that's not true of you, why don't you go ahead, keep doing what you're doing, keep shining, and help somebody else. Once you get up, help somebody else up. That's how we're going to get together. That's how we're going to make it as a race. But we have to stop living in this me society and go back to a we society,
right,
where we are helping one another,
mm-hmm.
men and women. But I do believe it's going to take the women. We have to step up and we're already the leaders. We're already the head of the household. I mean, it would be nice to have a man there and for him to be the leader, the head of the family like he's supposed to be. But until they step up and do what they're supposed to, then we need to go ahead and to fulfill our destiny, our kids' destiny, and it's up to us to raise them up.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mean just our own kid, but lift people up.
Right. Hey, Felicia Fee, how you doing? She said, "Hey, the Hood Table. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure everybody hit the like button, share the live out, and if you would like to come in the stream, I'm gonna drop the link because if you would like to come in the stream, I'm gonna drop the link so you can come in live on the screen, and you can let us know how you feel about this topic. So I just dropped the stream in the chat, or if you want to call in, let me know if you want to call in. One of the other comments that I saw, somebody said, well, you got to understand why they chose crack. For example, in the 90s in Chicago, trains with loaded guns would stop in the hood, doors open, and let these young men find them. The same with drugs. They saw the Panther Party educating and feeding our children and said, hell no. America needs a lower class to maintain capitalism. And unfortunately, we got picked because we were deliberately left out of the Constitution. We the people has never referred to us. That's what somebody had responded to on her on the comment on the post that she made. And I do feel where he's coming from. A lot of us believe that we the people, it was never designed for us. The Constitution was never designed for us. I mean,
Constitution, it was Declaration, and
the Declaration.
None of that was meant for us.
She said she's heading out to a birthday party, but I'm listening. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, the young lady was getting a lot of flack because I guess a lot of men feel that her opinion was maybe too harsh, too strong. I wouldn't necessarily say that, like she said, black men need to put down the baton and just leave it to the black women to run the race for the race.
I think I agree with what she's saying, but she may probably have needed to word it differently because it does come off kind of strong. But I think if she had worded it differently, it might have been received differently.
Yeah, I think so too, because it's just, I mean, we do have some black leaders. I even have to, acknowledge the ones in our own, city in Omaha, Nebraska. Now there are a lot of female leaders here as well, black women. I wish I would have contacted. I wonder if she's available. I did tag her in the post though. Hit her up and inbox her. But one of the leaders I had actually did an interview with over the summer, Vicky Young, president of the NAACP in Omaha, Nebraska. And I did an interview with her earlier last summer, for Native Omaha Days. But that's one leader in particular. But we do have some black leaders here too in Omaha. So we still got Ernie. We still got,
Yeah, Justin Wayne.
Justin Wayne. So it's a lot of people in our community that I can say, have stepped in and fulfilled some of these leadership roles. But it is true that a lot of Black men are lacking in leadership roles. And when I spoke to the young lady who was actually supposed to come on the live with us tonight, I don't know what happened. She didn't respond to my calls or inbox messages. I even tagged her on Facebook. I don't know if she got caught up in something, busy, emergency, I don't know. But I had invited her on the show tonight to let us know how she felt and what made her feel the way she do. Because one person in particular who I consider a leader in our community, Mr. Robert Wagner. A lot of you guys who are in Omaha might be familiar with Robert Wagner. He does a lot in the community, a lot. I mean, from toy drives to fundraisers, helping people get rent paid, utilities, funeral expenses. What else has he done? He does a lot. I mean, and he doesn't ask for nothing in return, and he's been doing this for years. So I do, look at him as, a leader or fulfilling leadership roles in our community as well. But I did want her to come on, but I don't know what happened. And it's kind of like once somebody agrees to come on your show and then they don't contact you back when it's time, I don't want to like push it and feel intrusive or harass, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't want nobody to think I'm harassing them to come on the show, because if you don't want to come on the show, that's all you got to say is, I changed my mind or something came up, family emergency, I'm sick,
right,
or whatnot. So, but I really did want her to come on the show because I wanted to hear her reasoning behind, because that's what I was getting at when I mentioned Robert Wagner. He had mentioned on her post that he does agree with some of the things that she said. He said that some of the stuff that she said, makes a lot of sense. But then he also said this young lady, probably something maybe happened to her throughout the years, or is happening that made her feel the way she felt, because everybody experiences different,
right,
especially with the Black men.
She may, and and the thing is, she may have felt at this time when she made this post, she may have been let down by a Black man. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, a lot of time when we're let down by someone, we take it out on everybody.
Right.
Whether they participated in it or not, we take it out on everybody. And I think that's probably what happened in this case. Mm-hmm. And it raised some eyebrows, and it's causing conversation, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's causing conversation. Like I said, I don't believe that. I don't want to say that she was. I just don't believe that she's meaning the majority of Black men. Like sometimes when you make comments, they're like a blanketed statement. Again, like you said, I think maybe if she would have like reworded it, maybe she wouldn't have got so much flack. But then again, with people and their opinions, you can't tell people how to feel. If she feels like the Black man has failed the Black race, that's how she feels, but see, another thing, I had spoke to her and I asked her, I said, when you say that you believe that the Black man needs to hand over the baton and just let the women be leaders in the Black communities and the Black race, I was like, did you mean that like leadership roles, like in the community,
family,
or family, or relationships, or fathers? And she basically said that she meant it like, all the way around.
Now, what I'll say is this: as far as in the family, I think most of us have seen, in the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, how these men just left their responsibility and went on with their life. A lot of them, not all, but a lot of them. And that's why so many of our friends had absentee fathers. We would have functions and their dads weren't there. But what I am starting to see, and I love it, is there's a change. I see so many of these young men, these young brothers now, and they are, they're in the delivery room. They're carrying their kid around there in grocery stores. They're taking their kids here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, they got a family thing. Them and the mama may not even be together, but okay, they got the babies.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see that tide turning, and I'm loving it.
Me too.
I'm loving it.
I love when I see, and it's, I done said it before, and let me read some of Felicia Fee's comments. She said, you have to have a heart for people. I think she was talking about that when she was talking about Robert. Mm-hmm. And I think our men, this is Felicia Fee in the chat. She said, I think our men drop the ball when they don't follow through. And what else did she say?
I'm speaking my text.
Oh yeah, she said she's speaking my text, so it might show back. But yeah, so that's what she had to say. Now, the original topic, the lady who posted the post, she said the original topic was, she was referring to Black men failing as leaders of the household and being the cause for our current position in this country. See, that's exactly why I wanted her to come on the show, because I wanted to know, when you say our current position in the country, I wanted to know exactly what she was referring to on that part. But again, she agreed to come on the show, and me and Carmel Diva was like, well, okay, if she don't hit us back or contact us, we still gonna go ahead with the show, because we had already, pre-planned the show. And so we figured, we go ahead. But one thing that she had mentioned was what? Hold on.
You need some bifocals?
No, I'm just trying to figure out where to start on her comment. Okay, she said, this isn't towards the few Black people who made it regardless of their circumstances. She doesn't see why it's disrespectful to speak on the fact that Black men who were made to lead us failed miserably. Our race is losing because the Black woman has to be the man in the home. A woman cannot raise a man. So we're instilling feminism into our boys. And she said, how does her opinion make her a coon?
I can't really argue with that statement. I think that she has some valid points there.
Mm-hmm.
I truly do. And so I can't.
I agree, Felicia, what she just said. She said she thinks the government played a part as well.
Oh, yeah,
the government played a big part. Most of our men are in jail. In prison.
You gotta
or dead.
Well, they had a school
because they done killed
pipeline, and I've seen. Of course, you watch Law and Order, honey. They tell you a whole lot of stuff that you didn't know.
Yep. That's like one of my favorite shows.
They have these private jails, these private prisons that are not state run. They're not state mandated. Mm. And what happens is some of these judges get a kickback for sending so many people to this prison instead of sending them to the state run one.
Yeah.
And now people are finally, we've only been saying this for 100 years, but now people are starting to see that the government, they are punishing Black people differently than they do.
And they've been doing it forever.
Well, Blacks and Latinos, I should say.
Yeah.
And they're finally starting to see, oh, well, wait a minute. Maybe there is some, some evidence to this. And it's like, you think we just sat here and just made this shit up for no reason?
And that's why I like some of those police shows on top of the Law and Orders and the CSIs and all. The actual police TV shows prison shows, I should say, like Orange is the New Black, Wentworth, and a lot of other prison shows.
Neither one of them.
Yeah, those are some top shows on Netflix, but they've been around for years.
I might start watching.
Yeah, you should definitely check out Wentworth, which is a British, I should say, prison show, all females. And then there's Orange is the New Black, which is, also a prison show. But they do go into, I think when they do those shows, they do like speak to people who have been in prison and maybe interview them and take from their stories and take from people who worked at the prisons and might have ran the prisons, because a lot of that stuff is like, you see a lot of what they claim goes in, like them smuggling in the drugs, them making the prisoners work here and work there,
Right.
you know, on the roads, it's like remember seeing the prisoners all the time on the roads, picking
They
up
used to
and
be out
cleaning
there
up
picking
and
up,
all
yep,
that kind of stuff.
You hardly see that now because that's cruel punishment. And I'm like, for them to pick up trash off the side, I'm like, what the
You can send them to prison as punishment, but picking up trash on the side of the road is cruel.
That's humbling.
Like,
That's humbling.
I don't know. Felicia, you said, woo, you made it to your destination safely.
Thank you. I'm glad you did.
But we were just talking about your comment about, you know, you saying you think the government played a part as well. We were just talking about, you know, they played a big part as far as a lot of our, like, okay, a lot of people lately, especially when Obama was in office, and even Bush, not Bush, but even Trump has let some people out of prison, you know, here and there.
Well,
but a lot of them are in jail for long, extended sentences.
Bullshit.
Yeah, BS.
A lot of them is because of the when they were doing the drugs, the conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Conspiracy. Because it's like, okay, just because I thought about doing it, I may have talked about doing it, that don't mean I did it.
Exactly.
That don't mean, but I gotta go serve 30 years because you heard that I said something about it.
Mm-hmm.
It never makes sense to me. It was like, how can you put somebody away if they didn't actually physically participate?
Right. And I don't know how many men I've seen. Now, I'm not promoting drugs.
Well, no, of course
I'm not promoting hard drugs like crack and heroin, you know, man. Yeah, but it's true that a long time ago, back in the day, a lot of people used to get like just
25,
30, 40, 50.
And it's like,
for selling a little bit of drugs. Like, so a lot of our men, I mean, when you think about it, as far as like men missing from the household, a lot of them are locked up. A lot of them have been murdered. Some of them at the hands of those who's supposed to protect us. And then some of them are just, you know, the relationship didn't work out. We still agree to be co-parents. And then we have the ones who relationship didn't work out, or they was one of those guys who just was messing around with whatever and just wasn't in no relationship. And then they knocked up somebody. They got them pregnant. So a lot of these different, like when that's why I wish she would have came on the show so she can explain to us what exactly she meant by her comment.
Well, see, what I was going to say was this.
Go ahead.
A lot of problems in the hood that I think men should go ahead and, be participant, be leaders.
Uh-huh.
What happens is we have these young men, and first of all, their pride gets in the way because there's really not a lot of jobs in the hood. Yeah. Let's be honest. And the ones that are there are very low paid. Those are low wages. So then if you want a good job where you make a little bit more money, you got to go find a way to get way out to your job and back home and on and on and on. A lot of these kids, these young men, for some reason, they got it in their heads that they're supposed to start like at the top. And it's like, baby, no, you got to start at the bottom and work your way up. You're going to have to work.
Sometimes you have to crawl before you walk.
You're going to have to work.
And then that's when they start sometimes getting into that quick money.
Right.
Because they don't want to wait.
Right.
Or they don't want to crawl before they walk. They don't want to work for it
right now.
They don't want to go to college and get that degree. They don't want to start at the bottom in the mailroom and get up to. But
to be a CEO.
That's just like my oldest son. He applied for a job downtown. I'm thinking, it ain't that far as downtown. That's easy. Jump on the interstate and you're there in 5 minutes. The actual job is on 150th past I-50. And I'm like days like when it's bad weather, like now, ain't nobody trying to drive. You know what? I used to work way out there years ago when I only had one kid, and that's how long ago it was. And them winters, I mean, just normal weather, normal dry weather, people drive crazy and insane on the interstate. But in the wintertime, every day, no, can't do it. So he's now debating if he should take the job, if he should not take the job, because it's farther out than he wanted to venture for a job. Is it worth the money? You know, spending an hour or so in traffic every morning, an hour or so in traffic every evening, you know.
She said she can't do it, but she love the topic.
Oh, thanks. But yeah, so there's a lot of, you know, different reasons why a lot of our Black men in our community are not being leaders, because I think, who's that?
Listen.
Oh, he for real came.
Come on, come stand on the porch.
Hold on, I gotta get him another chair. I gotta have my son go downstairs and get him another chair. I hear his music. Okay. Okay, to make sure the alarm off. Okay, you guys, I'll be right back because one of our guy friends thought that he would stop by so he could jump in on the conversation. So Carmel Diva is letting him in right now. So I'm going to grab another chair so he can have a sit down.
We have a male perspective up in here now. But Felicia said, yes, they are impatient
Please
and
tell me this ain't the black.
they are very impatient, and that's something that we need to teach our kids. That first of all, you're not gonna get everything you want. Second of all, patience. If it's for you, you will receive it. If it's not, then go ahead and keep working until you get what is yours. But these kids nowadays, I don't know. Only thing I can do is say, reinforcing to them that they are leaders. They are supposed to lead the pack. Did you come in yet? Oh, there you go.
A male perspective.
So
did you hear exactly what the topic was?
Yeah,
for a discussion?
Yeah.
Okay. First of all, I'm gonna read exactly what she has said.
Yeah, I remember. I heard what she said. I mean,
So you heard what she said.
yeah, I heard what she said. Yeah.
Okay, this is like the hood store. You have to take your hood off when you come inside.
You can't sit here looking like a ninja now.
You can leave your hat on. Just
Looking like he about to rob us.
right.
I ain't got it. Christmas took all my money. So, okay, I'm going to say again what the post was that we're referring to tonight that we're discussing. And of course, we're here with my co-host Carmel Diva, and we have a guest, Mr. 402. Now, her comment was, the Black race will always be at the bottom of the barrel because the men meant to lead us failed miserably. Black is not beautiful. Black men need to pass the baton and just let our race go. And we will never be anything because of them, Black men. How do you feel about that comment? How do you feel about that post she made on Facebook?
Well, she's entitled to have her opinion.
Yeah, that's true.
Have freedom of speech, and what she said is garbage.
And that's why she was getting a lot of flack on the Facebook. So let us know how you feel about it.
Well, I mean, I'm not going to give a 5-paragraph order.
We need a
on
dissertation.
what she said. let's look at what she's saying. Now, there's a lot of things that are wrong, but if you're going to give up, then just, throw in the card and move to Antarctica and start a civilization there. Simple as that. But I mean, okay.
Oh, Felicia said hi. She said hi, Mr. 402.
Hello, how you doing, Miss Felicia? But I mean, if we think about it, okay, obviously, well, who knows? She might have just been saying it just to say it, but there are some key points in what she's saying.
That's what Robert was saying.
Yeah. So, but I'm not going to say, okay, throw in the towel, completely give up. But even though it kind of seems like it's like that now. There are times when you look at things and you just shake your head. You look at the youth and you're just like, man. Sometimes you feel like there's no hope. You've lost hope, but you can't actually lose hope. You can feel like that, but then hopefully that gives you a charge to where, what can I do if I'm here taking up space and I'm just breathing in oxygen and sending out a lot of carbon dioxide into the argument, and I get in my vehicle and a lot of the, I'm polluting the environment. Okay, what can I do to counteract that? Let's get some things in place. So the first thing I would do is I'd clean up make sure that my yard is clean, so to speak.
What they say, sweep around your own front door
Yeah.
before you sweep around mine.
Yeah.
It could be something as simple as you could go to a school, and as the youngsters are coming up, you can volunteer to be a greeter and say, "Good morning, young man. Good morning, young lady." Shake hands, give that fist bumps. That right there. A lot of our children have probably never seen a black man in a positive light.
That's
They see him on TV
That's true.
as criminals, athletes, entertainers, and criminals. So the fact that, wow, I'll come to school, here's this black man with a smile on his face saying good morning to me. A lot of people are going to forget that, but then there's some people that as they see that, they're never going to forget that. They might come to you 30 years later.
And you know what? I can't remember where it was or what school it was, but I do remember that years ago, there was some particular school somewhere, and it was just men from, like some of the fathers from the kids in the school. They would do exactly what you said. They were like in the front of the school, and they would greet the kids outside their door in the school, in the hallway. Hey, how are you? How's your morning? Talking to them about sports, if it was boys or, whatever. And it was just purely volunteer. And then they would go to work. So it was just like some of the black boys don't see. I mean, they might have if one black male teacher at school. So it's like, okay, these black men who are from the neighborhood or whatnot just show up at school every morning and chop it up with them in the,
Right.
It's kind of,
I think majority of black men involved in the public school system are probably administrators.
Yeah.
And if they're administrators, then it seems like there's been a collective move to extract those administrators from
the black
any related one-on-one contact with students and move them into an administrative position in a building somewhere. So you've got a lot of well-educated, articulated black men collecting paychecks, doing what exactly, I don't know, but in my opinion, we need to send them out back into
the classroom,
in schools to be visible, to run things, and even as teachers.
I had started to think that maybe some black guys who go into education probably didn't think that it was a good role to be in as a grade school teacher, because I really think we need a lot. High school is cool and college, but kindergarten, grade school, junior high, seeing those black men at a very young age, especially if you're not seeing them at home, and seeing them it's smart and aspiring, and I don't know.
Those things,
but like you said, principals seems like, or
now can it be also like, okay, we can read this into it too, where she may feel like the black men are not supportive of black women. But at the same time, when I read a lot of stuff on YouTube, and people I always see these black men, the black woman, she don't support the black man, and I'm like, I don't know. Just about every black female I know, we supporting black men, and we are behind our men, and we trying to encourage them, and but where do we stop? Where do we draw the line before it becomes, I'm not your woman, I'm your mother now? Where do you draw the line?
They don't want that. Well, some do, but most of them don't want
right.
another
And then of course you've taken over that leadership role once again.
Yeah.
I would say this. I would say black women are black women are the most loyal group of women I mean, because if you go by what she's saying, I don't know one black woman that somewhere or another, every woman I know has been upset by a black man somehow, some way, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, then you see masses and droves and legions of black women saying, "Oh, okay, we're not supporting black men no more. Y'all figure this out," and they uproot and move somewhere. If that were to happen, then pretty much everything that's going on there, then it would be a great calamity.
Exodus.
It would be a great disaster. Things would fall apart.
Black race may not coexist.
Right.
Might not exist after a while.
Yeah. Right. Because if you don't have the mark of what's what I'm trying to say, the mark of when it comes to an upliftment of a race, it's how you treat its women.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if we're not treating all our women with love and respect, then we really don't have a pot to piss and don't have a leg to stand on.
Yeah. Now Felicia says, but we then run into I think she's talking about the education. She said, but then we run into crossroads with that due to all the protection tape because of all the stereotypes of the man at the school. And the man should be in leadership roles in the schools, for example, teachers, principal, etc. That's what I believe too. But it's like I sometimes wonder, have a lot of black men stopped going to school to be teachers?
Yeah, and it's sad. I mean, first of all, to me, the number of black teachers, period, has dropped quite a bit since we were younger.
Yeah.
And not now, the numbers of men have dropped exponentially. I mean,
right? Because you have to deal with prison,
the prison
death,
pipeline,
violent deaths, things of that issue. But I mean, black women are the most. You can look this up. Black women are the most educated group of women. Like they, when it comes to the group of people that have the most education, most degrees, is black women. But I think like a lot of black men don't want to go into education because there's really not a lot of money in it. Not that, I mean, hopefully education is something that you go in and you're doing it for the
you have to really love
you
it.
have
love,
to love
appreciation.
kids, you have to have that passion for.
But that doesn't always, you can't assign your love and dedication to education to OPPD, MUD, student loans,
right, right,
and whatnot. And a lot of black men want to be a lot of black males want to be athletes, and entertainers, because that's
everybody want to be a rapper.
But that's what's encouraged.
Yeah.
When I was in school, do good. You can go get a job at the post office, or you can go work for this. You work for here. Very seldom was it ever presented to me. Okay, get this information, start your business, be an entrepreneur, work for yourself, and hire people. It's just it's a mass factory setting of indoctrinating people into a system, only to then move up so that they can just go and be told what to do and not think for themselves, not really encouraged to think. Matter of fact, in school, what was it like? You had like a list of information that you had to memorize, and then you take the test, and based upon those answers, then it's decided, okay, well, you're good. But really, it was just about your ability to memorize some information that they get. That they gave to you.
Yeah, you're right about that. You are right about that. You said, she said the man should be. Did I read that one already? The man should be in leadership roles in the school. Yeah, I already read that comment. But so as far as her comment goes, though, did you see the post?
I didn't see the post. I was listening to it on the way here.
Robert had tagged me in the post, and I was like, wow, this was interesting. And I would hate to say, I don't know why she didn't show up for the live tonight. I was like, maybe she got so much flack and she felt like she didn't want to put herself out there to receive more flack, on her
But
poster.
I can understand that, but this
but-
would have been her chance to clear that up,
to at least, yeah, like clear the
Yeah.
air.
to say what she meant. I mean, because even though she may type on there, oh, well, this is what I meant, you may read it one way, I'll read it another, and he may receive it a whole totally different way.
Well, let me read you this one. She said, okay, this one, Mr. 402. She said, what does gentrification have to do with black people? Nothing. I'm so tired of black people blaming white supremacy for everything. If you get up and get a career or work hard for your purpose and capitalize off of it, you won't have to worry about the rich pushing out the poor. Gentrification only represents one color, green.
She don't.
How do y'all feel about that? She used to. She's from here, but now I think she lives in the A.
Because I was gonna say the perfect example of gentrification would be the Nodo area, the North Downtown. I was like North Downtown Hill. When I grew up, there was down like Pettit's was the cutoff.
Yeah.
If you go beyond Pettit's, you was downtown. If you was on this side of Pettit's, you was still in North Omaha.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, they built that once they built the Quest Center. Yeah, once they built the Quest Center or where CenturyLink, CHI, whatever. Once they built that they started building those hotels. They started pushing, because think about it was all those big like manufacturing big companies down there, the steel companies, was it Sarco and all of them places was down there.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody was trying to go down there. You had a lot of alcohol and drug addicts and prostitution over in that area. And then you had the homeless, you still got the homeless center there, which is great. It just blows my mind. I never understood how you got these hotels that's $150 a night,
mm-hmm.
and then you cross the street and there's
the railroad tracks, and there's the homeless people.
The homeless people sitting there begging for $2.
Mm-hmm. But
I say, and I'm telling you, and I've seen how they closed out a lot of them businesses down there. They used to be there.
mm-hmm.
They're taking over some of them homes. They're trying to buy them because them older people are dying. And then their kids or grandkids, they don't want to live down there, so they selling the homes. And now you got people coming and buying the land up, knocking the houses down. Oh, we're gonna build this. We're gonna build that. I promise you. I'm waiting on
in Happy Hollow, and one of them
I know,
get
I
knocked off.
I love them homes in Happy Hollow.
No offense, but there are some people who've been living in Happy Hollow for years. And
right.
Their house, I don't know if it'll go up for sale after they pass away, if it'll go in their family. But some of them houses over there, I'll be like, dang, if they ever croak, I want that house. Is that wrong? Is that
I'm
wrong?
like, y'all having a estate sale? So when is?
I'm sorry, but I'm in love with some of those houses in Happy House. Okay, I'm gonna read one more comment. I want to hear what y'all guys say. Did you want to comment on that last comment?
No, other than this, I don't know. She's a dude. Is she related to Candace Owens?
Who is Candace Owens?
Candace Owens is
The pickaninny that was running she was running for president. The black chick, she was the black chick from California, and she was a Trump supporter. And
okay. I don't know. Hold on.
You have to look her up.
Hold on, let me look.
She speaks of Candace Owens' talking points. That's what
See, look. I'm trying to make the screen small again. We got a lot of friends in common. Okay. She's from Omaha, but she lives, and I wonder if her comment has to do with the fact that she lives in the A now, where there's a lot more prosperous black people who, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like everybody knows that about Atlanta. It's go ahead.
But you have a lot of classism in Atlanta,
Yeah, see,
just within the black population. So everybody, yes, I love Atlanta. You go down there.
Me too. Me too.
Black
Never
lawyers, doctors, college
nice.
professors, all that, millionaires, billionaires there.
It's a lot of rich black people.
And there's a lot of poor black people too. You got this, the people that that have suffered.
And it's kind of like here, Buckhead is on one side, and it's like the next side. You're like, what the heck?
Yeah.
That always cracked me up. Creighton was right there, and Creighton is considered to be one of the top schools in the country. And literally across the street, here's the projects. I was like, that always had me going, huh? How do you charging somebody $30,000 a year, and then across the street, you got a little naked
30.
kid. You got a little naked kid jumping in the pool over there.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did you want to?
Oh, no.
Okay, all right. The last thing.
The things that she's saying is almost just like, okay, to start our argument or to create
like
frustration, like she's saying these things. So
I think she's just an agitator. She started up just to get people going.
Yeah.
Well, this is the last comment I'm gonna read, and this isn't from her. This is from a guy who commented back. Now they said no. The our past generations were set back, so it's not an equal playing field. Many black people, men, in the past were outright killed for being regular old tradesmen or professionals, so they were not able to secure their families like white men. And this is because she was talking about the gentrification and black people not being able to have businesses or go out there and, have generational thing, I think, is what she was referring to. But they were saying we were not able to secure our families like white men. Therefore, present generations are not having the same advantages. This is not the scenario for everyone other, including mass incarceration. Think about school integration. Those people are still alive and well. Gentrification is a real thing. Ask the natives and the aborigines. I thought that was a really good comment that somebody came
Felicia
back
says,
it's small, but they include the metro. Yeah, they include the whole state. It seemed like when I was down in Atlanta,
is really real, and it does affect us in the community. She said she's in Atlanta.
Oh, you live in Atlanta? Oh, I wish I would have knew that last year.
She said it's really separated there, and the city of Atlanta is small.
But they include the metropolis. Yeah, because I thought the city was just humongous.
Because there's a lot of suburbs.
The actual like city is only about less than 500,000.
Wow.
Yeah, we got three in Omaha.
Yeah, 500,000. But when you add all those suburbs, that's how you get to almost
metropolis.
4.5
million.
Added to that.
Yeah. So Atlanta, just the city would probably be like us plus maybe Bellevue, Papillion, and La Vista, and Millard, probably.
And more densely populated.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Same, because really Omaha and Atlanta, I mean, not exactly the same size, but like if you look up the square mileage and everything, it's almost like
Yeah, because when we went there was a lot of greenery. It was like a lot of forests and a lot of it is the country. Atlanta is the country, surrounded by the country. But still, I'm looking like when we get on the interstate and it takes us darn near an hour. I'm like, dang, this city is huge. It takes us like 5 minutes to get from North Old to South Old here, but
it's because it's more traffic.
It's more people who live in there.
Yeah, you can't do that like on Dodge at midnight. Zoom, zoom, zoom.
Yeah.
But then Dodge on rush hour.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and so but just for Atlanta, just compound that. Like
it's a lot of people because it was like I've never seen so many people. Like so many people in one spot. I think the worst
traffic I have ever seen is DC.
I haven't been to DC yet.
It's because it was so everything is so crowded, and then people nobody knows what a turn signal is. They don't know why they put them on the damn car because they just Dallas.
What do they call DC? What do they call it? Chocolate City. Chocolate City. That's right, Chocolate City. I ain't never been to DC, but I would like to
I
go.
have. I'm ready to go back now. It's been
We might have to do a little field
because the
trip.
last time I went, I think I was about to get arrested.
Oh yeah, you need to redo your trip. We don't need no listen, I wish I would have known, Felicia, that you lived in Atlanta, because we was there last year, and I was like, God, I wish I knew somebody. The only person I knew, like, really personally that lived
Mark.
there was Mark, and it was so much going on with him and his family and his grandkids.
Carmen San Diego.
He couldn't kick it with us. But yeah, traffic is horrible. I didn't drive anywhere. When we went to Atlanta, everybody else, and we was like 9 deep. We was like 9 deep in a big vehicle. I didn't drive. I sat there like this, shaking the whole time on the interstate, holding on to the rail of the car, like, because people were just doing like 90 and the 60, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, praying.
That's like
The traffic in Atlanta is, and I've been to a lot of places. And
I'm telling you,
it's
Dallas
horrible.
they say Dallas is one of the worst, and it is, because if you
See, I've been to Dallas too. Dallas, Fort Worth, that traffic right there.
no, I ain't even talking about Fort Worth. Fort Worth ain't got nothing on Dallas. Fort Worth is just, but that Dallas, that is ridiculous. I don't care what time of day, what time of year.
You right.
There's 2 things in Dallas. There's
Because we done
3.
drove down there like 4 times, and we have to hit Dallas, and then, you know, coming from the top of Texas, we got to hit Dallas, and we got to hit Fort Worth, and it's like that traffic is crazy.
There's 3 things in Dallas. There's gonna be traffic, construction, and a damn accident on the interstate
At the same time.
and not necessarily in the same places. It's like, and see, with my mama being from Texas, and she lived on the other side of Dallas, so we have to go through Dallas. It's like, God.
Well, my cousin stay in San Antonio, so that's way at the bottom. So we have to drive through that whole state darn near Texas. That's why I told her I will never drive there. We done drove down there so many times. I done drove down there for my son for college football, drove down there for my cousin several times. I'm not driving to Texas no more. The whole state takes like 6-8 hours by itself.
From look, because my family live in East Texas. From that side of Texas, going to El Paso on the other, that's 12 hours
No.
in the same state.
Yep, San Antonio is far, and it's like I didn't realize it when I first drove down there, because when you're younger, you're always looking at the maps, but when you're older, you don't really look at maps. I'm just like, last time I looked at a daggone map, I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, so I'm like, San Antonio, how far we gotta go? We hitting all these other cities in Texas, and I look at the map, and it's like way down there. I'm like, we gotta go way down there.
Getting discouraged, like.
But yes, Felicia Fee, because when I go to Atlanta next time, I want to like know some people who live there so they can like take us to all the hot spots. Because you know how it is when you travel. You be trying to figure out what's the best bar, what's the best club, what's the best,
Because Sheila lived in Dallas for like 10 years,
Mm-hmm.
and I never went.
Yeah.
And now she's in Dallas, and I'm like, dang, now I want to go to Atlanta.
Hey, Messenger Empath. Hi, how you doing?
Hello.
She said, goodness, I am so late. Have my phone on silent for relationship purposes. Hey, from Houston. Hey, how you doing?
H-Town, hey.
I know H-Town.
I used to live off of Bissonnette. Hey. A-Leaf in the house.
Every time I think of Houston, I think of H-Town, the group.
Oh, yeah.
But, one of their members
Houston
passed
they done produced a whole bunch of people.
Mm-hmm.
I think about it. H-Town. There was H-Town, the group. There's Ghetto Boys. You got hey, you got Suave House and all of them from down there. I can't think of it.
You're having a brain fart.
Right.
Well, speaking of rappers and musicians and all
Oh
that,
yeah, Beyonce from there.
Beyonce
Yolanda
and
Adams.
the Destiny's Child and Yolanda Adams. But we are going to be doing an interview this Wednesday with a well-known rap artist here in Omaha by the name of Toot. Renault Toot Brown, and we are going to be doing an interview with him Wednesday at 8:00 p.m. Central Standard Time. A lot of you might, I know a lot of people in our area in the Midwest is very familiar with Toot. Some of you people outside of the Midwest might be familiar with him as well, but he was one of the top selling rap artists in the Midwest when we was coming up. And a good friend of mine, by the way. But yeah, he's got some projects coming up, so we're gonna interview him Wednesday again on the Hood Table channel, and it's at 8:00 p.m. So again, make sure you if you are new to the channel, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you can receive all the notifications when we go live. And you said, "Wow, Ali Bissonette." Oh, she's talking to you.
I wasn't too far from Fort Bend. County.
See, it's a small world.
I lived about maybe half a mile from Derry.
How long did you live down there?
I was only there like 6 months.
6 months? Okay. See, I ain't never lived down south.
But
I would like to retire down south.
But it was so hot, and I was sick the whole time because of the different
climate change. Yeah.
Like when I first got there, within the first week, I got an ear infection being so close to the water and that humidity.
Oh no! The first time I went to San Antonio, it was so crazy because we left out of here in Omaha and we was driving and I was perfectly fine. As soon as we got to the Texas border, my nose was on fire. And
Texas
it was like my allergy. I mean, I literally had sores. I had sores inside my nose and it hurted so bad. And I was like driving and like, I don't know what's wrong with my nose. And I'm like, the people with me was like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, "I don't know." And then I got down there and they told me it's the pressure, because the pressure change or you know what I mean?
Yeah,
the altitude. Yeah, the altitude. So like after a day, it went away. But the crazy thing is, the next few times we drove down there, it didn't happen.
You had to have that reaction first, and now your body's used
to it. It was so horrible.
Your immunity.
And that whole day for like 24 hours, I'm like, I don't know what's wrong with my nose. They like, "Are you sick? Are you got a cold?" No, it's my nose. Something's wrong. But it was, I found out later it was the altitude and the climate change. And
wow.
Because I think it was like 60 or 50 here. And then we went down there and it was like hot as hell.
Mm-hmm.
It was like 100 every day.
See, when I was there, Bissonette was like so quiet. It was dead. It was dead.
You know what? When you were saying, I was thinking of Baconette. The food. I'm like, what the hell? Bissonette. But anyway. So how you been, Mr. 402? You be talking stuff in our chat sometimes. We be seeing you.
I'm telling you, the first time, I'm like, wait a minute.
I said, "Is that? Do you think
we sitting there?
We're trying to guess who 402 was.
I knew.
We know your real name, but
it was like, oh, that's him. That is him.
I just try to, provide comment, feedback, and commentary to help other people get through the day.
He being an ass. Tell him like the truth.
I know. I just like to provide commentary for people to make it through the day.
Right.
Look, he been all nice and quiet and sweet right here. Don't fall for it. Don't believe it.
He is a sweetheart.
He's a very, very sweet person, a very nice person. But I said, but.
She said, unfortunately, Bissonette has become the strip for prostitution and human trafficking.
Oh my God.
Oh wow.
Wow.
We had did a
well, it is right there off of what is that, 59? So that's sad. That's really sad.
Your cousin probably familiar with that. We did a interview with her cousin who does seminars on sex trafficking in the African American community like 2 weeks ago. So I wonder if she knows about that area.
Houston area. Yeah, she probably does.
She probably does.
But then remember, she said that they still, that's not the main source of trafficking now.
Mhm.
But she was saying, that's what they do. They take those highways and stuff where they can jump on and off.
Yep.
They find a hotel there,
Get
okay,
in and
and
get out.
they get in, get out, and nobody.
That's why so many
knows
people
the
are still
difference.
missing, and we
Right.
don't like how is it possible to just have hundreds and hundreds and
And
hundreds of
nobody
thousands
sees you.
of
Nobody
black
knows
ladies and children, black children,
nothing.
just
But you know who else is missing more than
vanished.
us?
Nobody, like we talking like millions of people, bodies just disappear
But you
in the
know who's
thin air.
missing more than us?
Who?
Native American women,
Oh,
especially up along the Canadian borders and stuff.
I
Those
didn't know that.
reservations. Honey, if you've seen some of the reports on there or even look on YouTube, it's one of the saddest things because they live on the reservation and they have
Yeah.
their own laws there on the reservation.
Mhm.
So the state police and all of them can't come on the reservation
kind of like those other
and-
people too.
and look, but then the police that's there on the reservation can't cross the reservation line and then chasing a possible suspect that's not on reservation. It's crazy.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, do anybody else got any last words for our topic of tonight?
No.
She said no. Like deuces, like
Y'all know.
no last words, Mr. Foles.
Y'all know I ain't rap tight.
He did his little commentary to help us out today. Thank you for joining us tonight. That was so unexpected. I was literally thinking you was talking crap in the chat when you said
Right.
I'm on my way, open the door.
Right, because he always talking stuff, so it was like, yeah, okay.
I'm like, for real, if you coming through, come on, I will open the door for you, but I didn't think you was serious.
But I'm sure I'm
He done
tripping that
rolled
he came
up
through,
on us.
and then actually was on live. I'm like,
Yes.
what?
No, see, before he used to be all shy. No, but I remember that one time. Remember we was at where was we at, downtown? No, it was 24th Street for Omaha Days, and he got on the live with me. I was so surprised. I was like, look at you.
No, I remember we were sitting there. We had
See,
all
you
went
need
out
to
one
be,
night.
get your own YouTube channel too.
Well, I do. I have a channel, but I'm not gonna promote it though.
What?
But
Where is it?
I'm not on there. But it's on there.
You gotta start using it.
Well, I did. But see, I was doing it when everybody wasn't doing it before. It was
Oh,
the end thing to
okay.
do. And but I just posted different things that occurred, different things that I come across, and I post on there. So you might hear me talking and narrating, but you're not going to see me because I'm low key. But
Yeah, I know,
it's a new year. I'm trying to
Think
I'm
about
trying
it.
to change.
Because I like
Everybody
doing,
did a close up of his face, so y'all remember him now.
I like when we do certain topics, especially when it comes to the hood and our community. I like to, get the reaction or commentary
Thank you,
from
Felicia.
guys,
We're so happy you
and
here and
women,
chimed in.
especially if you live in
I
Omaha.
appreciate it.
So that'll be cool. Maybe we can collaborate on your channel. So you should really get. We're gonna work on that.
One step at
Work-
a time.
work on that.
One thing.
We gonna work on that.
Yeah, one thing at a time.
First of all, you gonna send me the information to your channel, to the link, and I'm gonna subscribe to your channel.
I'm still just overwhelmed that he actually on live.
I know, it's like I've been on you forever.
Yeah, just don't tag when you post it. Don't tag my name.
See, that's what
I knew it was. You just
It's a
said
catch.
bit of time.
It's a
It was- I knew he was gonna slide something in there.
I will promote the hell out of your
Look,
channel.
just wait
I'm
for
like,
it,
go
wait
to
for it.
Mr. 402 and subscribe to his channel.
When you post it on your Facebook.
Oh,
page,
okay.
Don't tag me. Don't.
No, I ain't gonna tag you, but when you start using your YouTube channel like that, you gonna have to post it on Facebook and IG and all that kind of stuff so that we can know when you going live and when you post and support your channel. I think it would be good. Really, I do.
When you were saying that, it was like,
But he know him for real.
I know that's amazing.
He might not be taking it all in at this moment, but he know I'm serious. I always be trying to get him for I don't know how long, try to get him to talk to me about different subjects and topics and stuff. And so, yeah.
No, me and him, we talk and talk and talk and talk.
It's okay. It's great. I really love hearing a male's perspective on a lot of different subjects. You said he did a pull up. He sure did, Fee. Did you hear? You seen him in the chat talking about I'm on my way. Open up the door. And I'm like,
you and Joe.
You coming for real? Shoot, you know where I live. Pull up then. Shoot, you know how you tell somebody what's up there? Pull up then. I'll be outside waiting on you. But no, it wasn't nothing like that. But yeah, he came through. He did a slide through on us. You said Miss Gen Xer, she said yes, Black women and men need to talk and clear the air. United Front. Thank you.
Yes. Yep.
Thank you. I love it. I really do. And because it's like a lot of Black men cannot sit and have a conversation on a lot of different topics outside of
now
sports.
That is a turn off. He can be a fine man, but if he can't have a conversation.
Yeah. And me, I like to talk. I'm going to talk your whole ear off.
We know.
And like, shut up. Thus, the YouTube channels. But I'm serious.
But you're going to talk your ear off on one and you on the other and keep.
See, now they judging me. My own peeps, they judging me.
We're not judging you. We just pointing out stuff.
The slick shade. That's what it is. But anyway, y'all, we about to get off of here. Feet cracking up. But thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. I hope you really, really enjoyed this conversation. It's a hard conversation sometimes to talk about each other in this race, whether we talk about the Black woman, the Black children, or the Black men. It's a hard topic sometimes because we try not to be biased, but we also try not to make blanket comments and statements about our whole race, which a lot of people tend to do. But yeah, we still need to hear each other out and listen to each other. And that's the only way that we can make things better in our community, from the household to our leaders. So, I think that's it, y'all. All right. Well, on that note, y'all, we about to get up out of here.
Good night, Miss Felicia.
Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for everybody tuning in.
Hood table.
Yes, the hood table. Everybody who commented in the chat. Hey, Carla Prince. She said she just saw this. Did you hit the notification bell so that you can make sure you get the notifications?
You can ring my
bell. Ring my bell. Hey. Hey. No.
Come on, Nick. For Mr. Pro, too. You're supposed to chime in.
That you can ring my bell. Ring my bell. We gonna have an alto, a soprano, the tenor. Don't be laughing at me. You didn't like my deep. I was about to say my deep throat. My deep. Was that tenor? Was it bass? Y'all, it's getting late. It's getting late.
Oh my God, it's time to sign off.
We about to sign off.
I can't take it no more.
Anyway, the hood table. Thank you all for tuning in. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification bell. We will be live Wednesday interviewing local rap artist Renault Toot Brown. Wednesday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So I hope to see you there. We out.
Peace.
Deuces. One love. O&E.